Hi, Judy Peterson here with Peterson Publishing and Media, and I wanted to bring you another Disrupt video today. We are about 3 weeks into the quarantine, and some of us, last time I talked to you, I was a little bit down, and it hasn't gotten all that much better because just frustration of not feeling like you get any traction because you're just doing the same things over and over again. But that's part of marketing. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about creative marketing and what we can do to keep going during this time. So I've been working my tail off, and I'm sure you have as well. Creative marketing is not always easy. It takes a lot of energy and it takes excitement, which is not always that easy when you're frustrated and tired and stuck at home all the time. So I do want to talk to you a little bit about how you can tell if something's working and what you can do about it if it doesn't feel like it's working. So basically, someone once said that there is no such thing as an expert marketer. There's only expert testers. And that's pretty much how creative marketing works. You've got to be willing to try more than one thing, and you've got to be willing to try more than one tactic to get there. So how do you do that? That's a crazy idea. And I've got this plan here. I think I'm going to try and do this. And it doesn't seem to be getting any response. So it could be one of two things. It could be that the plan sucks, or it could be that you're just meeting the wrong audience, or you're trying to meet an audience that isn't in that spot. So the first thing you have to really sit down and do is figure out who your ideal audience is. Who do you really want to have as a customer, and who do you really want to have as a potential person that you're going to work with for a long time. So that's something that you have to look at with your business. And is somebody that you're going to reach during this time going to be somebody who's going to be a long-term customer? That's something that you have to look at as well. If you're just trying to reach out to old customers, that's great. But this is a time that is unprecedented in our history, and marketing is available to us because we have the internet. We can't do face-to-face marketing, and we can't do group marketing, except that we can do group calls, we can do webinars, we can do ads, all that sort of thing. So once you figure out who your ideal customer is, then you need to figure out where they hang out. Where is the place that you can put your bait and catch the fish, essentially? Is it a young, 20 to 30-year-old? Chances are good they're on Instagram. If it's younger of that crowd, then TikTok is a good place to do videos. YouTube is a good place, but you really got to share that somewhere else. You can't just put it on YouTube. There's too many people there. So with somebody who's 40 and up, you're looking at Facebook. And if it's a business person and you're looking at B2B, you're looking at LinkedIn. And there are a lot of different opportunities with all of these sorts of different avenues. So that's where the testing comes in. Okay, so I know my audience is, say, a 40 plus person who has their own business, but it's a business aimed at kids or students. So what do I need to do? I need to probably figure out, okay, this is who I've got to reach. This is where I think they are. But let's go ahead and run a few tests over here. Let's make sure we hit Facebook, we hit LinkedIn, and we do a little bit on Instagram. So one of those things, and you may find out that may feel like your ideal customer, and yet it turns out it's not. Somebody else is your ideal customer, and you accidentally reach them on Instagram. So, okay, we got some response on Instagram. Let's go for it. Find out who your ideal customer is and who is responding to your messaging, and then take that group and put more stuff in front of them. Try and reach them on another channel. Try and get emails. Try and find out how you can reach them with Facebook messaging, something along those lines. Now, there's a lot of tricks with Facebook messaging. You got to be careful not to, if you're going to message people personally on Facebook for a business, you need to not do cut and paste. You have to type it all out or do predictive word on your phone. And you can't do too many in an hour, or Facebook will put you in Facebook jail and not let you message people. So pick up some books or some videos on, there's all kinds of stuff out there on YouTube on how to use Facebook as instant messages. And there's a guy my husband listens to and is on his program. Every Friday he has a free coaching Friday. You could check him out at 9 o'clock in the morning. His name is Ray Higdon, and he's really good with network marketing and how to use Facebook messaging. So if that's something you're interested in, he's out there. There are so many resources. I just picked up a book called Understanding Michael Porter. I can't remember who the author is, but it's supposed to be really good. Michael Porter is excellent. There's a marketing website out there called MEC Labs, MEC Labs, and it has a lot of really, really good content on there. A lot of it's free, some of it's paid, and that goes for almost all of the marketing place websites. There's a lot of free content out there, and there's some paid stuff. So if you find something that you've got all the free content out of, and you're really learning stuff and it's really working for you, do some paid stuff. It helps to have a coach sometimes. In this last year, I was able to get 2 great coaches, and these guys, I never did coaching before, and it has made a huge difference and a huge success in what I'm doing now. Last thing I want to leave with you is don't give up. You might have to pivot. You might have to pivot places where you're fishing. You might have to pivot what your messaging is. But this is a time in history that people are starting to really look for opportunities. People are having the time to take advantage of knowledge and information and research stuff. So if you want to reach them, now is a really good time to do it. And I want to wish you good luck, and hopefully this all ends soon and we can get our businesses going again. Thanks.